So you want to get yourself an Electric Blue Jack Dempsey Cichlid, but you've heard of all the horror stories from years past of the Electric Blue Jack Dempsey, and you're kind of scared. You're like, I don't know if I'm gonna spend this money. They're gonna be, you know, it's gonna be throwing away my money because they're gonna die on me. So what do? Where do you go? Who do you talk to? This guy. You want to get yourself Electric Blue Jack Dempsey Cichlid, but you're afraid of doing it because you've heard so many horror stories. Yes, I would agree with you. I think your thought process on that is valid, because in the past it was terrible. These fish were just terrible, like who, Charles Barkley, terrible. Lucky for you, in the recent years, because of, you know, the bloodline has been a little bit strengthened through better, you know, more diverse breeding bloodlines and all that. I know that whole phrase I just said was Englishly incorrect, but you know what I'm talking about. They're just better. Don't be afraid. A couple things you want to think about when you're getting your Jack Dempsey Cichlid, where to get them from and whatnot, is if you know somebody with an Electric Blue Jack Dempsey Cichlid in their tank and you think it is a perfect specimen, oh, color, body shape, vintage, the attitude, wherever they got it from, that's where you want to get yours from. If whoever told you is like, yeah, I got it from such and such .com, well, that's where you want to get it from. I feel like the online stores are way more, what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent with where they get their fish from. Normally online fish stores get their fish from the same places. So if you found somebody who got their fish from such and such online, then that's where you want to get it from. Pet stores have multiple wholesalers, and if one wholesaler doesn't have a particular fish and this one does, they'll just get it from that one. Or is it cheaper over there than over there? They get multiple, so you're not really guaranteed to get the same bloodline all the time when you go into your LFS. But if you go to your LFS and you see a 3-inch one, you know, 3 inches and stuff like that, and you like the way it looks and the way it's, you know, the finnage and the color and the personality and all that, good, get it. You're gonna pay more for it because it's 3 inches, but go ahead and get it. Do that. When you're getting a fish, the bigger it is, the more you can tell what it's gonna be like as it gets older. The smaller it is, it's hard to tell. There's so many variables. At 3 inches, you can pretty much tell that it's a good, strong fish. When it's smaller than that, I've seen some that were like 1 inch long, and by the time they grew out to 3 inches or 4 inches, they look like trash. So I'd be very, very worried about getting an 1 inch long Jack Dempsey, Electric Blue Jack, any fish, to be honest with you. That's how I feel as far as cichlids go. But if you come across an LFS and they just happen to have a whole bunch of Electric Blue Jack Dempseys that are little, and they are at a really, really good price because of how little they are, that maybe they got them on some type of deal or anything, don't just get 1 or 2. Get yourself as many as you can. Let me explain to you why. As they get older, you can go ahead and weed out the ones that you don't like. Give them to friends. You can take them back to the fish store. Ain't nobody gonna really care about getting a free Electric Blue Jack Dempsey. Even though if you told them that it wasn't as good looking as the one you're keeping, they're still gonna take it. You whittle it down till you have whatever number you're happy with, and boom, there you go. It takes longer. It might cost, you know, upfront money, but in the long run, you'll be happier. I really can't tell you where to buy because I don't know each individual store or online store where they're getting them from. So the best way I've learned to get any fish is by finding someone who has one and going to where they got them from. Hey, first of all, let me thank you for making it to this part of the video. If you are all the way at the end of the video, then clearly you found it enjoyable, entertaining, and informative. If you would like to see more, I'm gonna leave a couple of videos here. One is to a playlist and the other one's to a video that you might like just as much as you like this one.